Hi everyone, my name is Mike Bryan and I'm happy to have here today Brittany Ward. She is the Director of Community Engagement at both Cedar Hill and Sterling Suites here in Zanesville. Thanks Brittany for coming by, appreciate it. And as we've talked before, the purpose of this video is to really give someone an idea of what to expect, because it's always, if a loved one needs care, it's a deer in the headlights feel, and you're not really sure where to go next. And so we want to give folks kind of an idea of what to expect. So first things first, where are you located? You're right off of Adair Avenue, right here in Zanesville?
1136 Adair Avenue.
Okay. And what's the best phone number for you as well? Is that what I have here today is your business card? Is that the 454-6823?
It is.
And what's the best email address for you?
My email address is bward, BWARD, at sterlingsuiteshc.com.
Okay. And then I know the main website, if someone wants to find either one of the buildings, it's certushc.com, and then they just can sort that by zip code, if I remember correctly.
You can search by location.
Or by location as well, so yeah. And then on the website, I know there's a contact us form. If someone completes that'll get to you eventually. But there's also an option on Facebook. They can send a message to you. And there's LinkedIn, I think, for the main website as well. So, but if you're like me, sometimes a phone call is the best thing. So
absolutely.
So that's an easy way to get in contact with you. So if we could start out with Sterling Suites, could you kind of describe what services are available there?
Sterling Suites is our assisted living facility. It is private pay and Medicaid waiver accepted. So it is your individual apartment. We've got studios, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments available.
And so those are all private apartments. And as we are recording this today, it's the only assisted living waiver building here in our county.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. And I understand you can have some other therapies come in. If you have some privately hired home health care agencies or things like that, they can come in the building as well. But anymore, it's just assisted living waiver. That's the main thing in that building. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So if someone's in that building, they would require some care, not total care. Not help with all activities of daily living, or if they had behavioral issues, things like that, other major cognitive issues going on. But if they do need a little bit of help and can meet level of care requirements for Medicaid, then that might be the place where they would be there. Well, then Cedar Hill, which is right next door, describe what is offered there.
Cedar Hill, we offer short-term skilled stays, long-term care. We also do respite stays as well.
And again, therapies that are available there, I assume PT, OT, speech. And then as far as hospice or palliative care, can that be brought in as well there?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then I know that one other portion of the building there, it's set aside for certain folks. Kind of describe that.
It is our all-male, it's called a connections unit. It is like behaviors unit.
Severe
schizophrenia, things like that, bipolar.
So if there are major things like that, that's going to be the best place, but not memory care,
No.
really, but just the
Not
severe
Alzheimer's
behaviors.
or dementia or anything like that, no.
I see, okay. And at Cedar Hill, I understand over 80 rooms, give or take there. There's semi-private rooms, and basically there's other places set aside for dining and such. So that's all fairly typical. And if someone wants to come in and take a look at things, have a tour, do they just contact you directly?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, let's say someone they've come out, they've done the tour, and whether it's either building, they think this is the place I want to go. At that point, I know they have to sign some paperwork, just like everything else. I would joke there's a huge stack of paperwork they have to go through. But if they want to take that with them, take the time to read it at home, then that's fine to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
And let's say that they've done that, and one of the questions I get all the time is, how do I pay for this? Because you guys provide a great deal of care, and I understand that, and really this would apply to both buildings. Folks could private pay, or they have certain insurance coverage, Medicare, Medicaid, and then the Veterans Pension Program. But those are the main ways that they could take care of their cost of care. If they've done all that and they have how they're going to pay for this figured out, what is move-in day like? Kind of describe that for me.
Well, it depends on what building you're in.
Yeah.
At Cedar Hill, you'll arrive and meet with the nurse. They'll do assessments, go over all their questions, get the consents out of the way, and then I will come in with my admission packet, go over your rights as a resident, our facility policies. And at Sterling Suites, at some point you're going to have to move your furniture in.
Right.
We do not provide furnishings in those apartments.
Okay.
Every apartment is unfurnished, so you do need to move your things in, or if you are coming from another facility and you've been there for so long, you can qualify for home choice, and they will assist you with furnishing that apartment.
Okay.
But same thing, nurse is going to come in, do some assessments, get some consents, and then I'm going to come in and go over your rights and the facility responsibilities.
Okay. And then at Cedar Hill, is it furnished already there, or how does that work?
Yes, everything is furnished over there. So if you are going to be long-term, though, you can bring in, if you have a certain recliner at home, you can bring in your recliner as long as there is room in there for it. TVs, things like that, you can bring that in.
Okay, as long as it's a reasonable size.
Yes.
Yeah, because
not a California king bed.
Exactly, California king and 80-inch big screen. So yeah,
I'm sure that would be the room to be in.
That would be my room at some point, I think. But I think that that really gives someone a good idea of what to expect, and as with anything else, if they have other questions, they can reach out to you. And we'll have a link to the website here on just below this video as well, so they can take a look at that. So again, thanks so much for doing this today. I appreciate the information, and for everyone out there who's watching this, thanks for listening today. And again, if you have other questions, please be sure to reach out to Brittany, and I'm sure she'll take care of things. So thanks again for your time.